Picture this. You're sitting at home during the COVID-19 pandemic. You've been craving pizza for the past few days, but unfortunately, all of the pizza places in town are closed down, and all of the frozen pizza at your local grocery store is sold out. Then you think to yourself, hey, I can make my own pizza, but I don't really know how. Luckily for you, you're watching this speech and will soon learn how to make your own pizza. I'm Hannah Leslie, and I'll be teaching you how to make your own homemade pizza. I chose this topic because given the current COVID-19 pandemic, I thought this would be a good thing for everyone to learn how to do. This is the recipe I use that you can find at tasteofhome.com. I added and took out a couple things out of the ingredients, and the recipe makes 2 pizzas, so I decided to go with cheese and meat lovers. Step 1, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Because the oven takes a while to preheat, this is the first thing you should do. Every oven is different, however, so there will be different ways to preheat it. Before I start making the pizza, because of time constraints, I had to make some things beforehand. Step 2, make the dough. First, you get a large bowl, like this. Then you dissolve a 1/4 ounce of yeast and 1 teaspoon of sugar into 1 1/4 cups of warm water, about 110 to 115 degrees, and then let it stand for 5 minutes. Then you add a 1/4 cup of canola oil and 1 teaspoon of salt, and stir in a cup of flour at a time until it gets to about 3.5 to 4 cups. Do this until a dough forms. Step 3, let the dough rise and then cook the beef if you decide to use beef. Put the dough onto a floured surface like a tabletop and knead until smooth and elastic. You'll know it's kneaded properly when the dough stops sticking to your fingers. Then put it in a greased bowl, like that one, and cover it and let it rise in a warm place for 45 minutes. Meanwhile, cook the beef, if you decide to use it, until it's no longer pink, and then you drain it. Step 4, put toppings on, then put it in the oven. First, you punch down the dough and divide in half. Then you make each into a circle and put on a greased pan. Then you spread tomato sauce over the dough. Make sure you try to cover most of it. Make sure it's well covered. About like so. Next, you put whatever ingredients you're using on it. Again, try to cover the whole pizza. And for this meat lovers pizza, I just used beef, pepperoni, of course, and Canadian bacon. And you can add whatever ingredients you want on it. Try to cover all of it. Then cover it with cheese and When it comes to cheese, less is more. And you can use whatever cheese you want to, but I just go with mozzarella. Just try to make it nice and even. Then you put it in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the crust is lightly browned. In conclusion, I chose this topic because given the current COVID-19 pandemic, I thought this would be a good thing for everyone to learn how to do. First, you preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Second, you make the dough. Third, you let the dough rise in a greased bowl and cook the beef if you decide to use it. Then put whatever toppings you decide to use on your pizza and put it in the oven. Finally, enjoy. I hope this speech has taught you something. This speech has taught you something new and made these difficult times a little bit easier. Thank you.